What's up, guys? Welcome back to Goons, the podcast where you don't steal anybody else's intro and I don't stutter. How's it going, everyone? This week again, I'm doing this on my own because I don't have any friends, and the little amount of friends that I do have are not available. Tarek is finding out people are much more fun to be around than me. Tala is somewhere, might be with him. Who knows? I don't fucking know. And those are basically the two main people I've done this podcast with, and aside from the guests, and like I said, everyone else is just a fucking guest. But yeah, we didn't do an episode last week. We've been busy, and by we, I mean everyone else but me. I've been just at home being a piece of shit. I've been watching a lot of movies. Actually, on Saturday, I went to go watch with my good friend Evelyn, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I'm like, holy shit, this is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, the beginning is a little slow, and it's full of Tarantinoisms, like conversations and that don't matter, kind of like red herring conversations. I don't know if that's like a really like a good way to say it, but just conversations that don't really have anything to do with the plot, but it does give characters a lot more depth. So it's not a bad thing, although like I think that in traditional film theory, it's not like a good thing to have things that don't matter in the movie. But it's definitely one of, it's a Tarantinoism. So I feel like it's just part of how he directs and how he tells a story, and, very non-linear. I mean, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was, to some sort of like very linear. I mean, it kept going back and forth, but it was more like flashbacks than it was like a non-linear storytelling. It definitely wasn't like Pulp Fiction, where Pulp Fiction is definitely all over the place. Like literally, like the ending is in the middle of the movie or whatever. Like when Bruce Willis like drives away in the motorcycle after the whole gimp shit. I don't even remember. I haven't watched that movie in a minute. And after that, I think it was Sunday night, I watched The Hateful Eight. It was like his previous film that I hadn't watched yet. I'd only heard like okay things about it, so that's why I had like took my time when it came to watching it. But I mean, it was good. It was really good. It was better than I expected. I didn't know what to expect, because I know like before this version of the movie was released, Tarantino almost canceled the whole project because the previous script was leaked or whatever. And I just, because of that, I was like, oh shit, then might not be everything that has to do with like reshoots or just doing things over when it comes to a film is definitely not a good sign. So that's why I didn't bother to, I guess, ever watch it. And because I also didn't hear like raving reviews. It wasn't bad. I didn't hear bad things about it, but I didn't hear like super great things like, how like Django or Inglourious Basterds, which are two of his finest works. It's, I guess, maybe in the modern, like non-90s era. Because definitely like, I think I've watched every one of his movies except Jackie Brown. It's on Netflix. I'm gonna watch it. But yeah, anyways, I've been watching a lot of his. I've been watching his movies, and I might watch Jackie Brown like even tonight. Like who fucking knows? Like we have a projector in our living room now because the TV doesn't fucking work, so I got a projector. It's cool. It's cool. Feels like a movie theater. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Sorry if you heard those beeps in the background. That's me getting texts because I'm so fucking popular. But anyway, no, it's our group chat that everyone has muted because I text in it a lot, so people don't want to hear from me, so they have both my personal contact muted and that whole group chat just because I'm in it. And I'm 100% sure that people have, like, everyone else in that group chat has a separate group chat without me. I'm 1,000% sure. It would not make sense if they didn't. If they didn't have a separate group chat without me, then that wouldn't make any fucking sense. I'm like, everyone else, every other friend group I've been in has had a group chat that hasn't included me. So it wouldn't make sense for them to not have that. So whatever. Anyways, today is Tuesday, I think. Yes, Tuesday, August 6th. And on Thursday, 2 days from now, Tarek's going to come over here after I work, and he might already be here all day. I think him and Tala have programmed like sex all day, and then when I get back from work, he's gonna cook, and I'm trying to do like this really cool video of him cooking that I saw some guy like showing people how to do it on YouTube, and I really want to do it. It looks so cool, like in post production, like in editing, and the thing is, like, you don't really need that much of an edit. All you need to know is like how to film, how to pull manual focus, how to frame your shot, your composition, your lighting, your focus, everything like that. Because everything, it'll look more natural if you do manual focus, especially when you're doing kind of not gimmicky, but like lifestyle, I guess, things like cooking and stuff. But I really want to get into that, just get some more stuff, under my belt when it comes to editing experience. Because, I mean, I've been doing editing for years, like literally years, but I feel like I've stagnated or flatlined where I'm not any better than I was, let's say, like fucking a year ago or something. I mean, there have been some small improvements here and there, but not like significant. When I see most people have like going from 1 year to the next, or maybe 2 years down the line, they're a lot better. And I feel like I'm lacking improvement because I don't have anything to improve on, I guess. I mean, I have a lot of things to improve on, but I don't have any material to work with in order to improve my skills. So that's why it's, I don't know, it's fucking weird. But yeah, what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Tarek and I'm filming him a video on Thursday, and then after that, we're inviting our friends, everyone in this group chat I'm just talking about. We're inviting them to come over afterwards to have some food and to just hang out and chill, because this year is probably going to be the last year that we all see each other. You know how everyone gets fucking sad after high school, you fucking pathetic losers? Shut the fuck up, by the way. If you peaked in high school, I have nothing but pity for you. I know it's really fucking mean. Oh, fuck. Damn it. I love how I'm talking like so much shit about high school, and then my voice cracks like if I were still in high school. But anyways, if you peaked in fucking high school, that's so sad. Move out. All right, move the fuck out. Go to college. Because I know people who did go to college, but they went to like community college and then they didn't go anywhere after that. Like, it's perfectly fine and like almost recommended to go to community college for 2-3 years and then transfer and then get your degree. Maybe you're maybe you're a year late compared to everyone who else went directly to a 4-year. But no matter how long it takes, I mean, I feel like it's still a degree and you work towards it. But I know so many people from my high school who like went to community college and then didn't stop going to community college. It's been fucking 4 years since we graduated and they're still going to community college. Like, what the fuck? I know a lot of people who went to community and then they went to a 4-year and they graduated, or they're about to graduate. So that's perfectly fine. But I know a lot of people who don't give a fuck or don't know what the fuck they're doing. And that's so sad because they really peaked in high school. Like, I know so many people who don't know, like, they like miss their high school days, which I get that. I get that there's an opportunity there in high school to make a lot of good memories and a lot of good friends. But fuck peaking in high school, man. No. Like, people say like, oh, they miss high school because they haven't been, like, that was the happiest they've ever been. Fuck that. What are you talking about? You're telling me that you were happiest at 6 fucking teen? What the fuck is your that's so sad. I'm 20, I'm fucking like, early 20s, and I am happier now than I've ever been, and I feel like that's going to keep going. And then once I hit 30, I'm going to kill myself. But after that, like for now, I should be happy, and I should be getting happier. I mean, I dealt with a lot of shit in high school and before that and even after that, but now I'm a lot fucking happier. So if you fucking peaked in high school, fuck you. That's so mean. I'm sorry. Anyways, so yeah, they're coming over, and how did I get into the peak in high school shit? How the fuck? Oh, yeah. See, my mind's like all over the place. So after this year, we're probably never going to see each other again, and that's actually, that can actually be sad for me. I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't like my friends in high school, but it's not like I grew relationships with them compared to the friends that I have now. Of course, like, I have friends that I still talk to from high school, very little, but I feel like the friends that I've made here in college are a lot more, the friendships are a lot more meaningful and they're a lot more intimate or whatever than the ones I made in high school. And that's why I'm not saying I don't miss them, but if once they left my life, it wasn't that big of a devastation. I didn't like keep thinking about them. Compared to like how I feel like I'm gonna feel after this, like after all of our friends part ways here, I feel like I'm gonna be a lot more sentimental about that. Not devastated, because I know that every single one of my friends is going to go on and do great things, except for Tar, because he's not smart. But everyone else is going to go on to do really good things and be successful. And I can't be bitter about that just because I miss them. I'd be selfish. But I'm definitely going to miss them, and I'm going to be more sentimental. But I don't know. I wouldn't say devastated. But yeah. So everyone's coming over, hopefully. And I mean, one really important person in my life is already leaving at the end of this month, or end-ish of this month. And that's Chaz. She's one of our roommates. She's been on this podcast a few times before. And she's actually going to Texas for a year. She wants to go spend some time with her mom out there. So she's gonna leave us for a year. And that's the thing, like, a year from now, we don't know where we're gonna be. I don't know if we're gonna renew the lease here or we're gonna part ways. So she's already leaving, so we want to celebrate as much as we can before we all part ways, But that's crazy. So that's what's happening this Thursday. My job tenure ends this month too. Like, I've had this job since June of 2018, and it's at the physics department here at school. And it's a very, very, very chill place to work. Holy shit. I've spent a lot of time by myself, and just chilling, man. Nothing too intense. But my tenure there does end at the end of this month, and so I need to find a new fucking job while I'm getting my master's degree, because I don't know if you guys knew this. It's very, like, nuanced. I don't know. Not many people know this, but in order to have a home, you have to pay. So in order to pay things, you need money. And in order to do money, you have to suck cock. And to do money. In order to get money, you need to suck a lot of cock. And in order to suck cock, you need a job. Because then, you'll have a boss, and then you know whose cock you're going to suck. And I know that sounds a little sexist, because, like, oh, what if your boss is a woman? Well, one of my bosses is a woman, and she still makes me suck her cock. No, but seriously, I do need money for, mostly for cocaine purposes, but let's not get into that. Oh man, I'm really I tend to go on rambles when I'm do these things by myself. Obviously, I don't know how many people actually listen to this other than myself when I'm walking to work, because I don't want to spend money on gas, and I don't want to spend money on a fucking parking pass when I live like 10 steps away. It's not 10 steps, maybe 15 to 20 minute walk, but still, I do sacrifice a lot, because it's like whenever I walk to school, it's like 105 degrees outside, blazing sun. It's just fucking burning. I got red. Like, I'm blessed with being, ethnic and not a fucking honky, but I still, like, even then, like, even with this fucking kind of sun, I burn. I do tan, but I fucking burn too. Like, I get red marks. I'm like, dude, I'm getting cancer. What the fuck? Anyways, I digress. Let's go back to the fucking high school. Fuck high school. No, man. No, seriously, I don't have much to complain about high school, I feel like, compared to other people. I feel like other people had a lot worse experiences, but most people had a lot better experiences. And I feel like it's my fault. Like, I don't think that it was really anyone else's fault that I had the experience that I had other than my own. Like, I feel like I was so shy, I was so uncomfortable with myself and who I was, and what I looked like, that I didn't ever branch out to make other friends, to go out and do things, and to make memories and stuff. I'm not saying that I want to go back and redo it and that I regret it. I don't give a fuck. It's high school. It's almost meaningless. But I feel like it could have been better. It's literally whatever. I don't give a fuck. But it's definitely my fault that I did so poorly or that I did. It's definitely my fault that I didn't have the experience that I could have. Like, I could have had a much better experience. That's life. Like, we learn from that shit, and that's probably why, that's where I learned, and that's why probably I had such a much better experience in college, and especially with my relationship with my parents. I love my parents to death, and if you think that's lame, fuck you. I seriously love my parents to death. They've given so much for me. They have sacrificed so much for me to have the things that I have and do the things that I do, and just everything about me and my brother and everything. But before, like, when I was in high school, and even my first 2 years of college, when I still went back home a lot, our relationship was so bad. Like, we would always fighting. Like, there was always, I felt like I had to sneak around. I was like 18, 19 years old. I felt like I still needed to hide, like, sneak around and do secret stuff. And now that I'm here in a house and I'm actually settled down and I have, like, my own responsibilities, I pay my own bills and stuff with, the money that I earn. And I don't see them as often. I feel like we value each other's time a lot more. So, we see each other a lot, not as often. So when we do, I guess we like cherish those moments because we know that they're rare. And I feel like that's such a good, it remedied our relationship so much. Like, I feel like I can actually talk to them as an adult. I can actually confide in them when, something's bothering me or whatever. I feel like I can actually talk to them. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So, also, if you're a fucking local and you didn't move out and you always fight with your parents, move the fuck out. Stop being a fucking local. I don't know if you can tell, but I just can't stand locals. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like that's my own bitterness. I feel like I don't have a good reason to not like locals. It's just, they're so annoying. Like, they don't recognize that they're locals. Well, they don't recognize that what they're doing is, like, they could be doing so much more. And I feel like that's, like, my biggest, like, strife with all of this is that they have the opportunity to do so much more with their life. And there's so many more people that wish that they had those same opportunities, but they're not taking advantage of them. They don't have, like, they just want to be comfortable. And I feel like going out of your comfort zone and stuff and doing things that challenge you are the only ways that you can get ahead in life and shit. Like, listen, I have no fucking clue where I'm going to be in a year. I'm going to, I'm getting my master's degree this coming year, fall, winter, spring, but I don't know if the job I'm going to have in a year is in engineering, it's in sciences, or a government job. I really don't want to work for the government, but I might need to. Or am I doing something with, like, media and shit? I guess my dream is working in video and directing, filming, editing, all that stuff. Like, I love storytelling in the art of, like, digital media, or what, I don't even know, not specifically digital. I love film too, but I don't know. Analog versus digital, it's such a weird thing. Like, anyway, media, if that makes sense. Like, I really enjoy the art of filmmaking and editing and all of the process of just like, how can you tell a story through the eyes of a camera, through the lens of a camera, and how can you tell a story, and how can you do it uniquely? How can you do it differently than everyone else who's doing the same thing in the world? Because so many other people are doing the same thing. Like, so many people own, DSLRs that have fantastic video quality that they can do whatever they want with, and so many people are doing it. And how can I stand out from all of those people? And I feel like that's such a challenge, and I feel like me challenging myself with that is going to help me grow, because it's truly my passion. I mean, like, I don't mean to sound like a dick or anything, but yeah, I graduated cum laude, like, with an engineering degree, and I said it was easy because for me it was like genuinely, like, so easy. Like, I didn't try. I mean, I did try. Obviously, like, I was stressed. I wasn't just like, I show up into an exam fucking jerking off or whatever and not care and still get like fucking over a really good GPA. I don't remember the number I graduated with, but a really good GPA that I graduated technically with honors. So I'm not saying it was like a nothing. I did try, but I feel like so many more people tried a lot harder than I did and achieved a lot less, and that sucks. Like, I know I sound like a fucking dick, but that's literally the truth. But where I'm going with this is, like, I know that I got that degree and that I should probably be doing with something with that, because it's, it's very lucrative. Like, engineering degrees will get you a really good job, but I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I want to do something that I enjoy, or at least now that I'm young and I still can or whatever, I feel like I should work in the thing or do the things that I genuinely love. Like, even if I'm doing this podcast by myself, I enjoy it. Even if I don't get a single listen, if I get 2 listens or 20 or 200, I don't give a fuck. Like, I literally enjoy doing the whole process of editing a podcast and to recording it and getting equipment and just talking for however long. I fucking love it. Like, and I love making the vlogs. I love coming up with ideas when it comes to, like, skits and stuff and doing all that. I genuinely love it. And I feel like I should do that at least before I continue with my engineering career, because I feel like engineering is very non-artistic, it's just engineering is engineering, like it's science. And of course there is an art to engineering, of definitely there is an art to how you solve problems, when it comes to, like, I don't know, building something or designing a plant, or how you're going about to, give something to your clients when it comes to, like, how you're going to design a plant, what product you're going to make, how is your product going to be different from everyone else's product, or how, as you an engineer, how you as a manager are going to do things differently and better than everyone else. There definitely is an art to that, but it's not an art in and of itself, if that makes sense, and like there is an art to engineering, but engineering is not an art. And I feel like I want to explore and I want to indulge myself in the art that I most enjoy before, like I'm too old for it. And I know that maybe there is no like maximum age to start with like all this media stuff, like video and audio or whatever. But I feel like when I'm young, I'll have more opportunities to enjoy it than when I'm older. And then when I'm older, then I'll continue with my engineering degree or career. And I probably will work in my engineering career alongside everything I'm doing with this. Probably, I mean, most likely. Because I obviously don't want to let it go to waste. Like, I got this degree for a reason. Like, my parents put me through college and shit. Like, yeah, I got scholarships, but it was their support and everything else that really got me through it. Excuse me. I'm probably going to work something along the way, but I really want to explore, and I really want to get good at like filmmaking and just video editing and having ideas and being creative when it comes to video and stuff like that, and storytelling. I really want to. It's something I fucking adore. Like I know it's really cliche to talk about Tarantino in this kind of way. Like, he's definitely not my favorite director. My favorite director is Edgar Wright. But it's kind of cliche to talk about Tarantino because it's his films and stuff are really unique. They're very different than how everyone else makes film traditionally, And I feel like that's the kind of thing I want to do. Not exactly like him, obviously, but I want to have like my own style. Like I want to definitely have a defined style and how I do things and stuff like that. And I feel like that's so fucking cool. And I want to work hard and really explore what my likes, what my interests and dislikes are when it comes to storytelling and filmmaking. That, like, I really want to work hard, that I have a defined, and not only do I have a defined style, but I'm good at it. I'm good at that style. And I really hope that in the coming year, I'll get to work on it even more than I have this past year. And yeah, the vlogs are the vlogs, but those are just, funny things that my friends and I do just on the random, but we're not telling a story. We're not telling a story. We're not trying to be funny. We're trying to be funny, but we're not trying to intentionally write something that is for comedic purpose or dramatic purpose or for whatever. I feel like it's just a vlog. I think like it's very self-explanatory. I really want to get into storytelling and seeing like how can I tell a story and how can I translate my words on a piece of paper or on my computer or whatever to the lens of a camera and how the camera is pointed and how I'm filming things. I don't necessarily want to be an actor. Like I'm not saying I'm a bad actor, but I don't think acting is what I want to do. I feel like I have become a lot more comfortable in front of the camera now than I've ever been, but I feel like my place in this whole thing is still behind the camera and behind everything, and when it comes to editing and stuff, I feel like that's still my place, and I think that's where I'll stay. I mean, I'm not saying I won't try acting. I feel like obviously I do it sometimes in the vlog. Like 95% of my vlog is not me. Like I'm not in the fucking in the frame at all. I'm holding the camera. But doesn't mean that I'm uncomfortable. I feel like it'll come out better if I'm not in the frame, and that's not sort of like detrimental towards myself, I guess. It's just saying that I feel like I think I have a lot more control over what comes into the camera when I'm I'm the one holding the camera and behind it, as opposed to someone else filming me. Like, I feel like something you can film the exact same thing, the exact same actors, exact same words, exact same, I don't know, action sequences, but it, no matter how exactly the same things are, if the person behind the camera is different both times, the thing is going to be completely different. Like, everyone has their own sense of style when it comes to art. I'm not just talking about filmmaking in general, but just art in general. I'm not talking about filmmaking specifically. I'm talking about any art in general. I feel like everyone is different, and no two pieces of art are identical. So yeah, but that's the plan for at least a year, I guess. I don't know if anyone gives a fuck. I mean, like, who the fuck am I? I'm a nobody. Nobody. I'm not saying that no one gives a shit about me, but no one gives a shit about what's going on in my life other than me. And I feel like it was a huge step in growing as a person to realize that and to not give a shit that no one else gives a shit. I'm focusing on myself. I want to grow and do the things that I want and succeed. And I don't give a shit if people make fun of the things that I do. I don't give a shit if people make fun. Oh yeah, you're a guy in his 20s with a podcast. Like, yeah, it's funny. I mean, I'll laugh with you, but I mean, like, I don't give a shit. If you think my vlogs aren't funny, like, you don't have to watch them. I mean, people don't. I only get like 100. Like, I don't know. Fuck the algorithm. What the fuck? I have like 4 minutes left. Like, real quick. Fuck the YouTube algorithm. Because, like, I'll get like 3,000 views, and then I'll get 1,000, and then I'll get 100, and then I'll get 46, and then I'll get like 200, and then I'll get like 1,000 again. Like, what the fuck? Be consistent. The fuck? I don't know. I feel like they're fake. I don't know. I'm personally not going out of my way to, like, purchase views or whatever, because I literally would be, what kind of fucking waste of money is that, right? Like, because views are different than subscribers. Like, subscribers will come back and view your shit. Views are just views. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't mean anything. So, I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. Fuck the YouTube algorithm. But anyways, I don't really give a shit if people don't watch my vlog, though. Like, it's just my shit. And if I do skits and I do dramatic storytelling or funny storytelling or whatever kind of storytelling that I choose to do, I feel like I'm doing it for me right now, at least for right now. I'm doing, like, what I enjoy and what I love, rather than fitting in someone else's description or doing something that I think other people want to see. If that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah. All right. Well, it's only 27 minutes, but I don't really have anything much to say in the next like 2.5 minutes. But thanks for listening, if you even did. Obviously, if you got this part, then you did, and you wouldn't be hearing it if you didn't. I'm so stupid. Well, hopefully I'll get to vlog or film some funny stuff that we do on Thursday, and I'll definitely upload the edit I do with Tarek with the food and the cooking and stuff like that. And hopefully we'll get something funny out of that, and I'll definitely upload. I have some footage that I need to upload, or edit and then upload. But yeah, thanks for listening. Catch you next week. Hopefully I'll have another guest, or at least Tarek or Tala. But if not, I'll do it again myself. I think I'm getting a lot more comfortable. I'm not saying better, because I don't like complimenting myself, but I feel like I'm getting a lot more comfortable with doing these things on my own. All right, well, it is 28.5 minutes now, and I feel like that outro was gonna bring me to 30, but I guess not. Anyways, thanks for watching or listening, whatever you're doing on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. Don't give a fuck. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week. Bye.